Hey guys, this is Dano from Hidden Bigfoot Research Labs, and as y'all know, I've been working on the Mercedes-Benz C230, and it's been a rough week. Like, first off, I had a raccoon jump out from behind a mailbox straight into my fog light. It just committed suicide. It broke a bunch of the plastic. I've got to replace this whole front bumper cover. Nah, I'm not happy. And then 3, 4, 5 days later, like, it didn't break anything mechanical with the raccoon. Yeah, but it knocked out my fog light, it knocked out the grills, the covers, it knocked out everything. Like, I was disgusted. It knocked out my tow cover latch. Yeah, I looked for this piece, but I could not find it. I found everything else on the side of the road, but I could not find that. And I spent a good while looking. Not happy. Not happy. I'm like, it popped that out, but I managed to get it popped back in. But I'm still gonna have to replace this whole front clip. Disgusting. But yeah, and then 3, 4 days later, I guess it was a dog, I don't know, I was pulling through town. And with this cover being gone, like, it was never even in my headlights. I saw it in the rearview mirror, so I guess it was chasing my tire. But somehow it ran out and bashed its head right up against my radiator, and it's got a crack right there in the tank. I got a little bit of wear on my condenser, but it don't look cracked. I know it didn't spray, so I gotta get that all taken apart. Hopefully it didn't hurt my AC. Rough week. So today I've got to tear out my radiator and replace it. But I've looked at it. They don't look terrible, but who knows. I've got to pull out all this stuff. Got to pull the cross member out. Probably this thing out. Maybe all that. I'll make it lucky. That's got to go. I may flip through the book real quick first and see what it says. But I'm sure all this has got to go. At least I got a little bit of room to work. That's better. But the fans have got to come out. They don't look hurt, thankfully. I still haven't found a parts car for this thing yet. I need to. And my power steering pump is leaking, but I haven't got to it yet. What a pain, what a pain, what a pain. And I've ordered new hose seal. I did a video on the hose seal to this thing. But I got 2 in the mail. They're just not here yet. I'm afraid they're not going to be good. I did call the parts store in town, and they said they might be able to match them up. Because I really don't want to do this job till I can get those seals. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and swap it out and then see where I get to. Let me read the book for a minute and see what it says. Alright, I just checked the book. And yeah, this is what I thought. Disconnect everything, pull the horn, pull the shroud, pull all this, just have the cross member out, pull the fan, pull everything out of the way, and then the radiator will tip forwards and come out. Okay, I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, just pretty much be careful with the AC lines and be careful with the power steering. I don't think I'm gonna have that trouble on mine, because I think it said the all-wheel drive models. Okay, I'm gonna get started. I'll record as needed. I don't have a lot of battery, but yeah, dang it. Okay, start by unhooking the battery. Mine's up here. Sometimes they're in the trunk. I can just disconnect this. Now my battery's unhooked. Before y'all start this, y'all need to make sure y'all can get the new seals. I don't have them with me, dang it. The radiator hose seals. or in another video. Let me go ahead and pull this out because it's going to be in my way. This is to the thermostat. See, it's got a special seal on it. But I'm going to go to town and try to get those. Got new ones on the way, but I need the car fixed before then. Battery disconnected, so now I'm going to go after the cross member. Watch your paint, guys. Try not to scratch it, although mine's already messed up and got to be replaced. Oh, not happy. But I'm not going to waste battery. Watch out with this sensor here. If you don't get it right, the car will think the hood is open. It may not even say it on the dash, but like the windshield wipers won't work and a bunch of other things won't work. This is a lot of problems with a lot of people's windshield wipers right here. Just stuff I figured out while owning it. Okay, and guys, I know my some of my footage on this car has been kind of shaky. The way my strap grabs a hold of my hand, I wasn't putting it all the way down, and I didn't realize it till afterwards during editing. Now, you can't see the camera in the video, but I've been trying to slide the camera all the way down. Hope that makes it less shaky. Okay, looking at the book, it says pull out these retaining pins, and it looks like it comes up and then unscrews. Kind of looks like there's a star head or something in there. I don't know. Screw all the way. Okay, yeah. Oh, put you up there. So pull up and then out. And it looks like they just pop out. Yeah. And then pop down. And then take that the rest of the way out, and that cross member should lift up. Disconnect the power steering cooler. Right there. And the cross member has a cord plugged into it. Oh, not plugged. Make sure you plug that back in. It's got a couple cords. I may have to pull that out. Cool. I was able to just swing it out of the way. Now, I did have one of them come unplugged. Like I said, make sure to plug that back in. Here's my horn. I'm just going to slide it out of the way and careful not to hurt the paint. Remove this stucking. Some of my plastic is broke. It looks like it slides back and out. Either way, I got to pull that out. How's that come out? Yeah, it broke free from the radiator. Okay, I got the air ducts out, but mine are already a little broken. I had to reach in from down here and then kind of just work its way out the best I could. There's a clip here and a clip here on the bottom of it that I was able to reach through the bottom, and I was able to reach in and clip and push. But alright, now that's out of the way. There's some broken plastic on it, but I'm making the best out of a bad situation. Next, I need to unhook the fan, and it's a plug. You'll see that. I can see it from the top, but they're saying come from the bottom. I'm hoping I can reach down and get it. If not, I may have to reach in. It's right here on the driver's side, bottom. Yes, I was able to unplug it from the top. It looks like to do these fan shroud clips, we've got to push in on this clip and lift up at the same time. And I see 1, 2, the bottom ones maybe. I'll just have to see. I can't record and do this at the same time, but that's where they're at. There's one there, and the bottom ones may just be guides. I don't know if they're actually holding it or if they're clipped in. Okay, yeah, as soon as I unclipped them, the whole thing just lifted. Okay, I just looked it up, and to do the transmission fluid, I've got to go buy a transmission dipstick. Okay, so editing Dano here. I thought I could get the transmission tube to check the fluid. Turns out that is in the 722.6 5-speed transmission. If you have the 5-speed, I believe you can check the fluid with the dipstick kit. like it unlocks on the back of the motor. There's a little plug that pops out. Check it and put the plug back in. If you have the 722.9, the 6-speed, like I did, then like it's a whole different process. You've got to add fluid and like it's a job. I think I posted a video of it. If not, I'm gonna try to. But you've got to have like a special little adapter, and then you've got to pump fluid in. If you have that one, sorry guys. I will try to get a video on that also. I think I recorded it. I think. If not, I'm sorry. There are videos online. But AutoZone sells it, and it's like 35 bucks. And I'm just gonna buy it, keep it for the car. They got the fluid that goes in it also. So now I feel better about unhooking these lines. A plug that pops out, and then you stick the dipstick down in it. And then you can read your levels that way. But that's not what this video is about. So now I gotta get this fan out. So I've got to take this hose off. I need to go match the seal with it. So I'm gonna pop the speed clip off, and then that'll allow the hose to disconnect just like, you see that? Just like I had here, I showed you a minute ago, to the thermostat. I'm gonna take that in to have it matched. I doubt my seals are gonna be good. I can replace the top seals later, but I wanna have a good seal on the bottom if at all possible. That way I don't lose all my antifreeze when I change it out. And the book says to put in the special Mercedes blue antifreeze in these. Someone put in the red one for other imports, but I'm gonna flush it and do it right this time whenever I am finishing this job. Get this fan out now. I need to get this keyway off, which is right in the way of that line. Okay, and now the fan's out. Inspect your fan, make sure nothing's broken. Now I can move to the radiator. Okay, next I've got to unclip these clips and push out on the radiator. Actually, I can do that with my hand. Clip, clip, push out. From where I'm at, I don't really see clips like that on the bottom of it. Okay, I managed to get the condenser to release right there by just pushing down with my thumb. Yeah, I think we're released from the condenser. I just got to get the lines off. Well, I can pull the bottom line, but it'll be easier with the transmission lines out of the way. Do these quick connects. You just pull the clip back. There it goes. Same thing on the bottom one. Carefully work it out, make sure your seals don't get damaged. And then I can pull the radiator hose. Alright, I had to fight that bottom line a little bit. Kinda rub my knuckle a little bit, but I bleed a little bit more than most people. Long story. And now, just kinda slide it out. And my crack is right there. Gotta get the new one in. Just do everything you did in reverse. I gotta run to town and get those seals and get fluids. Alright, I just got back from town. I'm not gonna be able to record much of this because it's getting dark on me. I'm just gonna have to slap it together and go. But I did get the dipstick tool. It was like $35 or something. And I haven't seen the port yet, but I've got to wrap this back together. And I still got to flush it because I got the right transmission fluid this time. I need to get it all emptied out. But I'm going to try to do this tonight, but I won't be able to record. But yeah, guys, this is how you do it. And like I said, here's the dipstick for checking the transmission fluid. And there should be a port on this side or on this side. I haven't found it yet. But I will do a video on checking the transmission fluid on this car. Okay, when installing, make sure you get the feet down into the holes and make sure, put the foot back in. That rubber peg there, see that needs to be there. Check both sides, that it's in. See this one? It's still stuck on the radiator. That's why I couldn't find it. Then it goes down in the hole. That way the radiator's not sitting on metal to plastic or anything like that. But yeah, and make sure you get it down in those holes. Oh yeah, and I did manage to get these seals. I managed to go to O'Reilly's and match them. I got new ones on the way that match but I believe these are it. And if they aren't, I'll just have to pop it back apart and replace the ones I got coming. But I put the new one on there, and you see the clip is in, the clip is ready. You push that together, make sure it's in the right position, but it'll snap. I need both hands. See, I got a new seal on there. Like that keyway is, there's an indent right here, there's an indent on the other side, and they say to push it in. You know you got it all the way in when it snaps. But whatever way works for you, just as long as it seals. I gotta quit recording though, I'm losing daylight. Alright, so editing Dano here. This is actually months later from when I was working on that. I'm doing the editing. I was going through some old files. This one, yeah, I was doing the radiator replacement. I was looking at the last clip, ran out of daylight, and it took me forever to get it to actually snap together. I think I should have tried to snap it out of the car. I don't know. Like, I had to Vaseline it up. Like, I got the wrong size seal though. I mean, that was the major problem. I did get it to finally snap, but oh my god, I worked like an extra hour, 2 hours, taking stuff apart, putting it back together, trying to get the alignment better. I mean, I struggled, but I did finally get it. And oh my god, I don't know if I had the wrong size. I don't know why it fought me so much, but yeah, that really fought me. And it would go in, it just wouldn't snap. I'm wondering if maybe the hose was old, it shrunk or expanded, I don't know. Because it got dark, I couldn't keep recording. Put it back together in reverse. Anyways, there wasn't really anything else you took apart afterwards where I was at. I mean, it was just put everything back together in reverse. And that was the only line that gave me a problem. Everything else snapped together fine, and it went on and everything was great. Just make sure you get it to snap. If not, it would have made a huge mess. Thank God I went the extra mile. And yeah, I used Vaseline. I don't know about grease. You might look up or ask or call a part dealer if you have problems like I did. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm sorry I didn't get more footage. I ran out of daylight. And then I had to put the car back together and not worry about recording. It takes me way longer to record. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Check out all my other videos. And don't forget to like and everything to all your favorite channels. Us creators don't care, but YouTube does. But alright, thank you. Sorry to just leave a message like this, but I didn't get to finish this one. I was just going through old footage. Alright, later guys.